All right, so once you have everything painted, we're going to talk about how to cut things out. But first, I want you guys to notice the painting on these couple pieces. Particularly, I want you to notice how underneath in here, first they painted all of the value changes underneath, and then they put the dark spots on top. That's what we were talking about in the last video, but this person did a really good job with that, even on this little fish here, how you can see the pink and the blue and the yellow and the black stripes went on top of that. Okay, that's what we are looking for when we're doing our design. Start from the back, work towards the front. Okay, once you have everything painted, it's time to start cutting out, bending, and putting your things together. So you should have a full black back sheet. It might have paint on it. It should actually have paint on it because it's your background sheet. And this is what we build everything on top of. So it might just be a sky up here, that's fine. Might be just water back there, that's fine, because this is what everything else is gonna build up on top of. So all of the images are gonna be down in here. So I'm just gonna use a white piece of paper and let's pretend this is a rock. Now my rock is very flat. We don't want it to be very flat. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take a pencil, a marker if you want something thicker, and we're going to roll it. And we really want this to look kind of three-dimensional, so we do want to roll this up pretty well. Then what we're going to do, so you can see that this is going to roll, actually I'm going to do this for contrast so you can see a little bit better. It's going to roll up, it's actually coming up off of the paper. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut some of this foam. You get the foam from me, I'll give it to you as a stick at a time. And we're going to cut enough pieces so that when I glue them all together, this rock lifts up off of my background just a little bit. And that's going to be really dependent upon how thick your piece is. People ask me, exactly how many of these do I need? I don't know. You're just going to have to kind of work with it. Some people's might be flatter than others, so it's going to make a difference. So I would take a little bit of glue. By the way, if the glue is not working, I don't want you to take scissors and jam it in there, okay? What you do is you close the glue bottle all the way, and then you peel up the dried glue that was on top, and it should peel out all that dry glue. As soon as you guys start stabbing it with scissors to try and get it open, it breaks up the glue bottles, okay? Then when you open it up, you should be able to get glue out of it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put a dot of glue on here, and then your project, then a dot of glue, and another, and a dot of glue, and another, until you're about one layer higher than this. Then you flip the whole thing over and you glue it on here. You might need to do two on this. So that's what I would do if it was just like a rock. If I was doing like my actual subject, I would put everything together first, like the head and the shell and the legs and everything. I'd put those together first, and then I would put those down. So for example, in here, she put the bird all together, then the bird went on to the project. The whole rows went together, and then it went on to the project. She didn't try to do individual little pieces. Again, you can see there's the overlap, so this body goes behind, so we have a place to attach the wing. The tail goes behind, so we have a place to attach the tail. Also, if your project is flat, like the Eiffel Tower or the bench, don't try to curve it, okay? After that, you're pretty much done. It does take a little while for it to dry. It's not gonna dry immediately. It's not like hot glue. So I'd put them together, maybe give them about 24 hours to dry, and then start putting them onto your project.